So today our session is implementing playbooks. So I will start about implementing playbooks. So in this we will discuss about the playbooks. What is playbook and how to create the playbook. Last time we have discussed about addo command. So that is about the addo command, and today I am discussing about the playbook. So what do you think by the script? Do you have any knowledge about the scripting?
Script is a text which is written in commanding language to understand by a human readable language.
Same like that, we discuss about the playbook. Playbook just like a text file. In this, we can write the code in a human readable language. So, Ansible can understand what we are doing, what types of tasks we are performing. So, in this, we write the task. So, what is play? Play means task. Book means it's a book where we can write multiple tasks. So when we want to create user, at the same time we want to install the playbook, we want to install the packages, and we also do lot of work by using the playbook. So see here. So what is the advantage and disadvantage of addo command and playbooks? So if I talk about the addo command, so addo, by using the addo command we can perform the single task. Single task we can perform. It means a set of targets. Suppose if we want to perform multiple tasks on multiple hosts, then what I will do, we can also perform the addo command, but on a one time. If we want to repeat this particular task again, so we should write again this particular command. So the real power of Ansible, however, is in learning how to use playbook to run multiple complex tasks against a set of targets. Suppose we want to perform a Apache. So it's a complex task. It's not a one-time command. We have lot of, first install the packages, start the service, go to the configuration file, lot of tasks. It means to configure the Apache, we have lot of tasks. And we want to perform this particular task a set of target host. It means multiple system in a repeating manner. Then what I will do? Then we need playbook. If we want to perform a single task, then we can use addo command. And we want to perform a complex task, then what I will do? We can use playbook. So what is play? Play means task. It's a ordered set of tasks that can be run against a host selected from your inventory file. So what is inventory file? That I have last discussed. Inventory file means if we want to perform a task on multiple hosts, so how Ansible can recognize in which particular machine this task will perform. So that contain in inventory file. So a playbook, what is playbook? Playbook just a text file. It's a text file which contain what types of role it have. List of one or more plays. Play means just task that can be run on a specific order, because all the tasks will perform in order. So what is about the playbook? So this is the simple definition about the playbook, and this is the simple definition about the play. So what is play? Play is an order set of tasks that can run against host selected from inventory file. And what is playbook? Playbook just a text file which contain lot list of one or more plays to run on a specific order, because the tasks run in the playbook in order. All the tasks perform in order. Suppose if we have one task, this not perform, this we have three tasks, and this will not perform, then this will not conduct. So this first this task, then this task, then again this task. So it will perform in a order. So this is about the playbook. So play allows you to change lengthy, a complex set of manual and listed tasks into an easy, repeated routine with predictable and successful outcome. So see this one. We can write the task in which particular language? human readable language, immediately runnable from the task themselves. No. So see this one. This is ad hoc command, and we want to create a user. Which module I will use? This is my user module, and this is my username, and this is the user ID for this one, and this is the state. State means we want to create the user, so we should write here present, and on this particular machine we want to perform command. So this is a ad hoc command. Same thing that I want to create by using playbook. Same thing. This is my ad hoc command, and this is about the playbook. So in the playbook we should have write like this. First, all the playbook starting from hyphen hyphen hyphen, end with dot dot dot, and this is the name, this is my host, and these are my tasks. I want to create a user. This is my username, this is my user ID, and I want to create this. So we should write here present. So this is the same way that can happen in a playbook. See, if we want to create the playbook, so the format of the playbook is YAML, or in a short we can use this one, YML format. So playbook just a text file that can written in which particular format? YAML format, and in a short format. So this is just like an extension. Suppose if you want to create the script file, then which extension you will use? .sh. Same like this, we use this particular extension. See, if I want to create a playbook, then how we start, how to write the playbook. So first, these 3 dashes start the playbook. Suppose if we want to create a playbook, then what I will do? Okay, just type here bim playbook 01.yml. This is the extension. If we want to create the playbook, so give the name of the playbook and just write the extension, this one. Then just enter. And if I want to write the playbook, suppose if I want to just create a script file, then what I will do? We use this particular concept, that is hash exclamation just bin and bash. This is the first line in a shell scripting. Not at this one, not at this time. So this is in a shell scripting, shell. But if you want to write a playbook, so the starting line should be a for playbook this, and this 3 dots. So this is the first line, this is the last line,
Every line
end of the line.
Means we have to mention in every end of the line.
No. If we want to create a playbook, so this is the first line of the playbook, and this is the end line. So in a starting, what I will do? Just delete this one. So just 3 times. Then, so this is the first line. Then just enter. This is the end. So these are to be required. But if you do not use this one and this one, the playbook also work. If you do not want this action, then playbook will also work. Suppose, see here, playbook begins a line which consists 3 dashes. Start of the document, just work as a document, header, marker, you can say, and everything. So in other language, we call this just header. In shell scripting, just we call this shebang, but in this, we call this document marker. So it may be end with 3 dots. So that is also known as document marker. So in this, it's called document marker. But if you omit this, if you do not want use this, you can also omit this. this one. Suppose if you want to define the list of tasks, then how you will define? Just hyphen, hyphen, hyphen. This indicate list of play, list of task, you can say. So if you want to use a list of tasks, then write this one. This is my first task, this is my second task, this is my third task. So list of play means task. So in the playbook, if you want to define the items in a YML, list start with dash format. See this one. This is my first task. This is my second task. This is my third task. So we can write this one. If I see, this is my first task. Start with hyphen. Start with hyphen. Start with hyphen. So these are the list of tasks that you want to define. Suppose we want to start the service. Start this service and start this service. So here, this is my HTTP, this is my cronid, this is my Postfix. These three services we want to start. So we should write 3 tasks. So like this way, we can write multiple tasks, but task will be start with hyphen, all the tasks. In a same indentation, the indentation should be same. If we write this, start this from here, this task will not start. So indentation will be match. So see here. So
sir, if we start from hyphen hyphen, and if we don't put end dot dot dot,
the playbook also work.
then also
That is not. So see here, omit. If you want to omit the first line, if you want to omit the last line, you can omit this. If you do not want to use this one, the playbook also work.
Will it work in RHL 8 also?
Yes, RHL 8, RHL 7, any OS, it will work. Hello, Gitu. Am I audible for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
So if any doubt, you can ask. So I have
Okay.
started the 3rd chapter, that is about implementing playbooks.
Okay, sir.
So I'm starting. When you want to create the playbook, the start line is 3 hyphen, or we can say that dashes. And if you want to end this, so end the line, you should write 3 dots. So if you want to create a list of tasks, the task will be start from dashes format. This is my first task, second task, third task. Like this way, you can write multiple tasks. Suppose when you want to start a task in a playbook, so what is play? We call this play, or we call this task. It's a collection of key pair. Key pair means, see this one. This is my name. This is my name. So it's called key. What is name? In this language, it's called key. And this is the value. This is the value. See this one. Key pair means we should have things. See this one. This is name. This is my host. This is my task. And this is the value of this particular. So we should key value pair. So what is name? It's a key. What is this? This is a value of this particular. So it's called key value pair. See here, keys in the same place should have the same indentation that I told you. What is this one? See this indentation. So this is my first task. This is my second. The indentation will be matched. If the indentation will not match, the task will not perform. So see, same task, same indentation. And original example of this 3. So this is my name. What is this? This is called key. What is host? This is called key. And what is task? This is called key. And this is the value. This is the value. So for task, these are my tasks. Have the same indentation. So see here, first line of the example play start with dash and space. Space means we want to define the task. So we should have to maintain the space. So this is, if I want to create a task Then how I will write this? See, if I want to create any task, so we should start just hyphen, then space. Space is mandatory. Then give any key. This is my key, and I want to create a first playbook. So this is, you can write anything that you want. Suppose if you want to deploy the Apache, to write here just deployment of the Apache. So this is just like a header or just like a comment it will show. So this is called value. This is my key and this is the value. And just host, in which particular machine you want to perform this particular task. Suppose we want to perform this task in this particular machine. So what is the name of this one? So this is the name of this. So what is the name of this particular machine? Manage host 1. So just type here manage host 1. So this is key and this is the value. So this is called key value pair. So just, and we want to perform multiple tasks. Just write here this particular value. So this also known as just attribute. And what type of task you want to perform? Suppose, so see here. So in this we should have to maintain the space. See.
Sir, is it going automatically?
No. See here, I will press just space bar, then again space bar. So 2 space maintain in this. Then just hyphen for indication. This is my first task. Just write here first. If I write, then again hyphen, this is my second task. So you should have to write like this way. This is my first task. This is my third. So like this way, you should have to write the task. So task value, this is the indentation. The indentation will be match. If you want to start this indentation like this way, see here, if I give a space, so all the indentation will be match. See, you can start from this one also, and you can provide the space, 2 spaces, 1 and 2 spaces. They start, all the indentation should be same, like this way. This is my first task, second task, third task. So these are known as the keys. So key have the same indentation. The first line of the example of this one, so these are known as attributes. See this one. This is first key. What is the name of this one? Name. So this is also known as attribute. So this is my first attribute. So in this, that is also known as the label. So if you want to assign this one, so this is called label. We call this value also, but this is for, if I run this particular task, then how I can understand what type of task is this? So we can define just the label, just like comment. You can call this comment also, just label also. This indentation, what the place for? The name key is optional. If you do not want to use this one, this optional. You can also start from which particular? This one. If you do not want to use this one, so just remove this one. So this just optional. If you want to define the label, so you can use this. If you do not want define the label, you can also start the all tasks with the modules. See here. So this is name, and I want to define the label for this. So this is indicate what type of task. So if you want to configure important user consistently, so give any label here. So this is my key and this is the value, that is also known as label, that is also known as comment. So what is the second key? Second key is known as host. So in the playbook, a host attribute which specify the host against which the play tasks are run. It means in which particular machine you want to perform this particular task. So you should define the host name. So this is my host name where I want to perform the task. So this, like the argument for the Ansible command, the host attribute take a host pattern as a value. So this work as a, this is my key, this is work as a value. So this is just work as a value, such as name of the managed host and group of the inventory. You can also define here group name also, that I told you in an individual, and suppose this is my web server. So we can also write here the group of the that you have defined in the inventory. So you can also define, and this is the third one, that is known as, that is final, that is the last key, that is known as task attribute. What type of task you want to define? Suppose if you want to create the user, if you want to delete the user, and if you want to create the file, create the directory, install the package, you can also define all tasks here. So value specify, whose value specify a list of tasks to run for this play. So here see, this one has single task which run user module. So what is this? This is the module name. So here we not use the command. What is the command to create the user? User add. But I am using here module. So in this, the command called modules. All the modules write in a code which specify the argument. It means what is the name of your user. So just specify the argument. These are known as the arguments. So this is the name, this is the user ID, and you want to create this. So these known as arguments. See this, this is the name, this is the ID, and you want to create this. So see here, task attribute is the part of the play that actually list in order. All the tasks work in order, perform in order. The task to be run on the managed host, each task in the list itself, it's a collection of key value pair. These are also known as, this is my key, this is my value, this is my key, this is my value, this is my key, this is my value. So that is also known as like this. So name, it's an optional. If you do not want use this, you can also do this. So it's optional. And what is this? This is the name of the module. And its argument are passed as the collection of key value where. These are known as the argument, but that is also known as key value pair. So see this one, name value, UID, state, these are predefined. The spelling should be same, not less like user ID, just UID and state. So these are my tasks. So like this way we can define the task in a playbook. So these are my task attribute. We can define multiple tasks in a playbook using which particular module? Service module. So these are the service module. This is also my service module. This is also the service module. All are the modules. And see here, how to run a playbook that I will define. So this is the command to run the playbook, and this is my playbook name. And what is the task in this particular playbook? Suppose this is my name, this is my host, this is my task, and this is my task. Task name is I want to install the package. Which particular package? HTTP. The package should be installed. So this is the command to run the playbook. This is for to check what is in this particular playbook. So we can define this one. So this is also the run the playbook. And if you want to check the playbook work in a verbosity mode, I will show this later. And this is for the syntax check. If I have do one mistake in my playbook, then how I will define this? How I will check this? So this is for the syntax check. If you want to use this particular command, so this is for the syntax check. And this is the last one that is used to check your playbook is working or not. if you do some mistake, spelling mistake, and how you will recognize. So you can use this particular command -c option. So this is all about the playbook, how to write the playbook. I will show this with the example, then you can see. Delete this one. So if I want to install the package, so I will use, if I want to create the user, see, I will show this example first. So first space, second space. In the third, so you should have to write. If you want to define the space again, then from this particular point. So just I define hyphen for the task. This is my first task. So just hyphen, then again space. What is the name of this particular task? If you do not want to define, just type here which name, module name. You can also define this one. Then, so what is the name of that particular user? So just type name. So what is the name of this particular user? That is Rahul. And what ID you want to define for this particulars? Just type user ID here. So I want to define 3001. And what is the group ID, in which particular group you want to define this? So just state, I want to create the user. So just type here present. So this is hyphen. This is my name for this particular task. So I can first playbook to create a user. So just I type here, in this particular machine we want to define, in this particular machine I want to create the user, only this machine. I have 3 machines, 1 2 3, but only on this machine I want to create user. So just type here, if I want to create this user in this machine, this all machines, so we can define here group name also. First I will define the host, then after then I will define the group name. So this is my user module, this is the name, this is the user ID. Just write this, save this one, and I want to check the syntax error. If I will do any mistake, then it will show you. So the command is ansible, hyphen playbook, and check here hyphen syntax hyphen check. See, it will show no error, but have show me warning, list of empty. I have defined the manage host, but there is no inventory file. At this time there is no inventory file. I have an inventory file, but in this inventory what is defined? No manage host defined. The name is lab.example.com. If I write full name, so you should define in a playbook full name. So see, so just open this inventory, just remove the last name, see, remove this whole, there is no need of this one, remove this one. Remove this dot also, there is no need to dot. Then check again, syntax check, there is okay. At this time we have no confession file. We have inventory file, but at this time we have no confession file. So we should have to define the confession file. See, in this we have a, okay, I will move this particular file in this Ansible folder. Move playbook in Ansible folder. Okay, so move to Ansible, because we have already a play inventory file also in this, and we also have the that I have in the last chapter I have defined. So this is my inventory file, this is my confession file. So what is in confession file? Use this particular inventory. What is the name of that particular remote user? This one, ask password false, become true, become method sudo, and what is my inventory file? So these all the inventory file. Now check again this one, this command. See, syntax check, there is no error. If I have the confession file, inventory file, now there is no error. Suppose for performing this particular playbook, so you should have inventory also and you should have confession file also. For every practical, these two files will be required. If you want to perform the adhoc command, also required, and if you want to run the playbook, also required this one. And for the syntax check, also required. If you want to perform the dry run, then what I will do? Just check. We do not want to perform this task in my manage host machine. See here, this is my manage host machine. Just cat here, slash etc, pass wd. See, there is no Rahul user at this time. I will perform a syntax check. It means just for the dry run. Dry run means just I want to check, but I do not want to perform this particular task at this time. Suppose if I do some mistake in my playbook, then how I will recognize? So just use this particular command. If I do, so see here, there is no mistake. Suppose if I do one mistake here, see, then which type of error it will show? Suppose if I do one mistake here and I just type a mistake here, spelling mistake, then what will appear on the terminal? See this one, it will show one, because I do one mistake in my playbook. So this command is used to check if there is any mistake. See this one, the mistake is in misspelled. In which one? In a module name. So we can recognize in which particular line, in which particular, see this one, it will show you. In this one, you have to one mistake. If I do a syntax check, then sy hyphen hyphen syntax check. See, it will show you the mistake also. So if I write this one, then it's right. Then check again. Syntax check, no error. And for dry run, no error. Suppose if I do one mistake in indentation, see this one. If I do one mistake in indentation, just one space here. So this is a mistake of indentation. So see, and I want to check this in a check. Show me mistake.
It will not take also indentation also.
Yes, yes. And if you want to check the syntax check, same mistake. Which one? There. You do a mistake. So indentation should be matched. Same list, same item. And the indentation should be the same. See the same indentation, this one. So then write this one again. Just type I and perform the task. If you want to perform this particular, remove whole one. Just this is the command to run the playbook, ansible hyphen playbook. This is the command, and this is my playbook name. And I want to create a user by using the playbook, not by using the adobe command. Then see. So the play, create the play to create a user, because this user already exists. So manage host 1, we have already a user, so it will gather the fact, then perform the task. Okay, but it will, how it will show one mistake, not like this. Okay, Rahul 3001. So I will write this. Okay, this ID already used, so it will show me mistake. This ID is already used by any. So see here,
So sir, why
see this ID is already used. It cannot use this particular ID, so it will show me mistake in this particular machine. This is the used, see, by this particular user. So what mistake it will show me? User add UID not unique.
So if we have the ID,
Then it will create the user. If the ID is already reserved, the user will not be cleared. So the ID is unique. See here, not unique at this time. So just change the ID in your playbook. See, I want to create the ID that is 6. That is 6. Now, then create the user. Now, my playbook will work. So we have do one change. See in this machine. Suppose I want to create the user in this machine also, then also define the name of the manage host machine. This for all. This one, this one. So see, there is any user, pass WD, no user, and I want to create user. So see here, just go to inventory file and just place a value in a group. So this is my servers. We have a group name is servers. So we have 3 machines, and we want to define this task in all machines. So just remove this one and just place the value of the group servers, this one, and run this again. So it will check first manage host machine, then it will show me mistake, because at this time we have no connectivity these 2 machines. So first I will check. So what is the reason? See here, unreachable, see here, unreachable. No connectivity, no route to host, no route to host. It means there is a error regarding, it can be regarding the SSH, and it can be any other thing. So first I will check. So what is the reason? So just first check the connectivity. So we have machine inventory file. So this one. So just ping this. At this time there is no connectivity. See, unreachable, unreachable, unreachable. And for 120, just type 120. Then again check. There is no connectivity. So first you should have to check the connectivity should be present. So first check. So what is the setting of this one? So that is host. Now check setting for this one also, that is also host, and for this also, so that is bridge. So do this host, then okay. Now check what is the IP of this particular NMCLI. So just check IP first. So see, the IP is different. IP is different. That is 1.5. The range should be like this. For see this one 10 dot. So the IP for this particular machine like this. So just cat inventory. So what is 10.100, 10.120? So go to this particular machine, NMCLI connection up and ENS, not ENS, just Ansible 1. Up the connection. Now check again. Now we have the IP 10.120. Last time we have created this particular connection. The connection name is Ansible 1. Last time in the last topic I will create this particular, so it will take the IP. So now check on this machine also. Go to this particular machine again and now check NMCLI connection up. Which connection? This one, Ansible 1. So just up this particular connection and just IP A. See this one, it will take the IP, but it will do this. So just go to this particular sysconfig and this network script. See, we have connection. The connection is this one. So go to this particular file. Onboard, that is yes. Okay. Now it's right. Just quit. Then check the connectivity again. Check connectivity again. 120, it's working, and 110 also working. Now run the playbook again. It will take the SSH for this machine, and this machine. So it's for gather facts. So it will check by the which particular module. So for this one it uses setup module. To gather the fact, it will use which particular module. So all the tasks will perform by using one module. Suppose at this time we are creating a user. Which module I am using? For creating the user, which module using? User module. So in Ansible, all tasks will perform by a command. That command name is module. So in this we use module. So this particular task will perform by using the setup module, and this particular task performed by the. So in this, check, it's green, it means already created. But in this, it's called change. Here there is no change. If I perform this particular command again, then what? The message will appear all green, because there is no task will perform, because we have already the task. So what is the function of the module? Idempotent, that I told you. It means if I perform the playbook again and again, it will not perform the task, because the user is already created. So it will not perform any task. It will check first, then the state is present, then no change will occur. So there is no change, 0, 0. But in this, there is one change, there is one change. On which particular machine? This machine and this machine. So we have this machine, this machine, this machine. And check again, the user is created or not. See, the user is created. So this is the function of Ansible by using playbook. So this is the starting of the playbook. So how to write the playbook? So you should have knowledge regarding this. Suppose if you forget the how the space you will define. So for the space indentation, you don't need to recognize all of these things. So it will take automatically. If you create a script file in your home directory by using hidden file, this is my hidden file that is already created in your machine. So if you will define this particular script in this particular file, so it will take by using the tab, because in playbook tab will not work. So by using the tab, the space automatically created. So you don't need to space just double space. So it will take automatically double space. Automatically it will take. So see here. See this one. The playbook uses indentation with space character to indicate the structure of the data, because this particular language is not a structured language. So what is Ansible? Ansible is a structured language. So that perform in a YML format. It means this is the extension. Does not practice strict requirements on how many space are used. You can define 2 space, 3 space, 4 space. It's not mandatory only just 2 space that you want to define, but indentation should be same. If you take 3 space, all the space will be same. 3 space, 4 space, all the space will be 4. It's not mandatory, just 2 spaces required for the indentation. See this one, but it's a predefined. So you should take how many space? Just 2 space. So it's a basic rule, but it's not mandatory. So if you don't need, how you will define this? So see here, only the space characters can be used for the indentation. So tab are not allowed. So in this tab not allowed, but if you want to allow the tab, so you can use this one. So see this one. So use VI editor. So see here. So go to this particular, go to home directory. So this is my home directory, check. This is my home directory. In this ls-la, so there is a vimrc. Okay, there is no file. So you should have to create this particular file by using which particular name? So it's a hidden file. So that is vimrc. So create this particular file. So there is no vimrc. No. So we should have to create this one. So just vim here and the name. That is dot vim vimrc. This one. Just open this one and just copy this whole line. Auto CMD file type, it will take automatically. YAML. Set local AI tab space switch automatically to NET. Just do this, then check by using your playbook. So this is my playbook, then check. Suppose if I want to define okay. So first we should have to move in Ansible folder. Here we have a playbook. Just move to this particular playbook. Then check. I want to define the second task. So the indentation is like this. So when I just enter here, then it will automatically paste this particular value. Suppose if I want to define my task in this particular order, so like this way, you will check the order is matching or not. So just use here by using the yum module. We want to install the package. So just type name. See here, when you type just name, what is the name? HTTPD. It will automatically take. Suppose if I am here, just type tab, one tab, it will automatically goes to this particular order. Second tab, this particular order. Third tab, this particular order. So it will automatically take the space, 2 spaces automatically. So this is the meaning of that particular script. And you want to, so that is state you want to define installed. So you want to install the package by using this particular module. So this is my name of the module and this is the package name and state is installed. Suppose if you do one mistake here, just like install, then what it will show you. So first check the syntax check. -syntax syntax -check. There is no mistake in a syntax check. Now check by using dry run. See the mistake. It will show you mistake, but not in a syntax check, because it will check only the indentation format. Because we do mistake. See, that is installed. So it will show you what we should have to place. So see this one, you should have to install, but you use this particular, but you should have to use this format for this machine, for this machine and this machine. For all the machines it will show you the message. So these are latest. You can also use present. So these can be used, absent. So these are to be used, not like this. So it will show the mistake. Then just check this and correct this. See. Then check, dry run again. Okay. So at this time on this particular machine there is no yum. Yum repo list all. See this one, disabled. So just use mount /deb sr0 and /rhel. So only root, just sudo. So write protected. Use this command in this machine also. Red Hat. Just type this one, and in this machine also. And this machine also. Check yum repo list all. My yum is working at this time. So yum is working. So it will show one mistake also. No packages like, because there is no yum present on these particular machines. Now check, dry run again. So it will show no mistake, but in this machine we have this particular mistake. On which machine? 110. In this the package is installed only in this machine. In this the package already exists. See this one. So but in this particular machine 110, so what is the mistake? IPA. So this is my 110 machine. Check yum repo list all. So in this there is no repository available. See this one. In this machine there is no repo file. If we have the repo file, then we are able to. So what I will do?
So we need repo file first.
Yes. So just goes to cd, just etc yum.repos.d. See here, there is a repo file in this machine, but in this machine just cd/etc yum.repos.d. there is no repo file here. See, no repo file. So if I send this particular, so use which command? scp, just this particular file server.repo. In which particular machine? By using the DevOps user, DevOps not, I will use root @ so 192.168.10.110, in which location /etc, in this yum dot repos dot d, in this location. So place this one, just yes, just red hat. So this will be sent. So go to this location. Now this file is available. Now just check repo list all. Now it's available. Now run this again. See this particular again. Okay. So what is the other mistake? Yum install telnet. We want to install the telnet package. Okay. ls less. Okay. mkdir. So create the file just like what is the name of this particular repository. RHEL8. Just create this particular file on this machine by using the root. See, sudo here and just create this particular file, in which location /location. Now just mount this /dev sr0. This is my DVD, in which location RHEL. Only root can mount. So just type here sudo here. Now check again yum repo list all. Now check what is the other permission denied. So just use which particular command? Sudo command. df RHEL8. So just go to the location /etc yum.repos.d get server.repo. What is the location of this one? It's correct. gpg check 0 upstream yum repo list all. There is no error. Yum clean all. Okay, it's a sudo. Now install the package. Okay, I will resolve this later. Coding. So now run the playbook again. So from which machine? This is my control node machine. So we have a mistake because of my yum is not working. So now run this particular command again. See, the change will occur because in these two machines the HTTP is already installed. In this machine there is no HTTP because the error is regarding the yum. There is no repository available, yum repository local. Now run this particular command again. Then what will happen? In all machines we have the yum package, so there is no change. Okay, there is no change. So if I run this particular playbook again and again, the task will not perform because it have the functionality of idempo tent. Suppose if I want to remove the package, so what I will do, just vim here. If you type here just absent, so it will be removed, or we can also type removed also. Just absent here, ACNT. So all the packages will be removed from
So
all.
absent also makes remove.
Yes, just work as a removed. So in what I can type here, see, if I do one mistake here, so it will show you. Suppose if I do one mistake, see, then what message it will show you. Now run this particular command again to run the playbook. See what it will show you. You can also use absent and you can also use removed. Both can work. This is to install the package. If you want to update the package, you can use this particular. If you want to install, so for installation these two, and this is also used to install. If the package is latest, it will install the latest package. So go to this particular file again, then just type absent here. Now run this particular playbook again. So it will perform all the tasks in which machine? This machine, this machine, this machine. Change. So 3 changes will occur. So go to this machine. Suppose if you want to check from this particular machine, then what you will do? Just use ansible command on which particular machine, servers, and you want to type just argument. Which argument you want to type? Yum list httpd, or we can also use rpm command, rpm -qa httpd. So this command will perform on that. See here, rc code 0. Okay, we should define the module also. -n module, COMMAND. Okay, rpm-q, this message you should print. Not installed, because last time I have absent the package. See the result. So if you did install the package, if you want to install, so just type here present, and you can type latest also.
Latest we write.
Latest just work as update. If the update, if there is no package, it will install. If the package is available and we have one latest package also, so it will update that particular package.
Means if it was present,
so it will work just like install command also, present command also, and if the latest package is present in that particular repo, then it will install the latest package. So it will just work as a update command also. If we want to update the package, then what I will do? Just yum update. That is a command. So we can also use like this. So now see, perform this particular command again. So there is error, incorrect checksum value. Okay, no issue. And just check by using this particular command. In which machine? This machine also installed. This machine also solved, but we have one mistake in this machine, in this one, because there is any error in this machine 120, that I will resolve later. Okay, so this is about the how to write a playbook. Then I will move the next one. So this is cat, how to run this one, and I will show you run this. And if you want to check the playbook in a verbosity mode, then what you will do, this is for the syntax verification and this is for the dry run. You can also use hyphen check, and you can also use -c in a capital. So this whole will work. So this is the last one step, this one. So how, if you perform this particular command in a verbosity mode, you can also use in a verbosity mode. So hyphen just one, it will show you what it will show you. It will show about lot of things, it will show. Okay, Ansible playbook. So I will remove this task from here, just only one task, and we want to create a user. Which time? 11:42. User ID is this. Now I want to run this particular command, Ansible hyphen playbook, in a verbosity mode, -v 4 times. So what is the meaning of one verbosity mode? Task result display. If I use 1v, both task result will display also you, and what is the configuration file is used, that is also display. Include information about the connection, it means SSH connection is used or not, it will display. Which connection it will take. If you want to use the extra verbosity mode, it will show the information about the plugin also. Include users being used, manage those to execute the script, and what script has been executed. It will show all the information. So see this one, it will show all the information, what will happen in the background. So I have created only just one user, in which machine? This machine. Change is true. Comment, I have applied no comment. Create user, home directory, yes. Group name is this one. So this is the home directory of that particular user. So this is the result due to the verbosity mode. See other information. Create home directory, true. Expire, null. Force, null. Generate SSH, all the information. See, this is the name, this is the shell, this is the status, this is the system user ID. So meta handler, no. Then this is the other result. See this one, it uses which particular connection? Protocol, OpenSSH. Which version? This version. And see, in this particular, it will take automatically this particular client configuration file. So this is just client configuration file. If I use SSHD, that is server. So this is the client configuration. See, read which configuration, this particular client configuration, and goes to this particular line, and SSH debug. This is the host name. See all the result. See the connection. Establish which connection? By which user? DevOps user. That I type in Ansible configuration file. So it will automatically take SSH by using this one. C would execute which particular SSH hyphen hyphen V hyphen C control auto. Which type of authentication it will use? This particular key authentication. So it will automatically preferred authentication by using which particular user? DevOps user. Connection timeout 10. This particular IP. Run this particular script. It will run the script in the background. When bash command, if there is any error, it will redirect automatically. Sleep. Also use sleep command. So this whole process it will show you. See, become successfully. It means by using the root by using the sudo command, because to create the user we should have the option become. Become means by using the sudo command perform that particular command. So become successfully. See, system create user, it will use this particular command. Home directory, this is the shell. Innovation username is this. So type is RSA key. Which key it will use in the background? So it will show all the information. It will show the information of the result also. Result means it will create the user or not. So this is the result, task result, and configuration file result also, and connection result also, and the other result. What are the plugin that will use in the background? So this is all about the verbosity mode. So we have 4 times verbosity, but not use 5 times. So mostly we use this one. So it will show the result of task. If I want to show the result of my configuration, then we can use 2 times. If I want to information about the connection, then we can use 3 times. And the plugin information also, we can use 4 times. So we can use this particular, we can execute any types in 4 verbosity mode. So now I will move to the next one. So perform this particular hold. See this one. This 2 web task in this. Use this particular package. Present means installation. So just create second task, third task also, create the 4th task also, then syntax check, then run this particular. So we can perform all the tasks. So I will start from this point. Recording. So now, so what is about the multiplay? In the last example, we use the single play. So what is multiplay? In a playbook, if you want to define the multiple play means multiple tasks on different machines and different tasks. So YML file containing a list of 1 or more play. So you can define 1 play, you can also define second play, third play, and so on. In a single play, a ordered list of tasks to be executed. It means first task will execute on first machine and selected host from the inventory file. Therefore, if a playbook contains multiple play, each play may apply its task in a separate list set of host. It means the host that you have defined in the playbook, the task will perform on that particular host machine. So this can be very useful when orchestration, a complex deployment which may involve different tasks on different hosts. So we can write a playbook that run 1 play against a set of hosts and finishes run another play against the another host. So in this we have this particular host. So perform these tasks, these 2 tasks on this particular machine. Then after completing this, take the SSH of this machine. So first it will take the SSH for this machine. After then take the SSH of this machine and perform this particular task. So go to this machine, perform this different task, and go to this machine, perform this. So this is called single play and this is called second play. So this particular playbook has 2 play. So that is known as multi-play. Play means different tasks on different machines. So that is the concept. So how I will write this? So just go your control load machine and just type. So that is multi play 01.yml multiplay. So I will copy this whole, just copy this one, again copy this one. This is my second task, second play. So see, this is my host. So just provide space. And which is my machine name? My machine name is, this is my one machine. So what is the name of this particular machine? Check the name. So what is the name? Manage host one. So just type here managed host one. So what type of task you want to perform this? So just type here the information about the task. This is my first task. By using the yum module, install the package. The name of the package is this, and the status should be present. And this is my second task, that is about same indentation. Indentation should be same. By using the service module, name of the service is STPD, it should be enabled. And this is my second play. So I will give a space here. This is my second play. And on this machine, go to this machine, perform this particular task. So what is the machine name? So just I will write here okay, just IP here 192.168.10.110, only this machine. This is my task, and perform this particular task by using the service. So just service here and enabled. So one more task also. So just goes to this one, just enter. So I want to perform a one more task here. So install which package? MariaDB. MariaDB. First install the package, then start the service. So we have two tasks. So one is install this particular package, start the service. In this goes to this machine, use this particular module, install which particular package? That is MariaDB. It means database. Present means install this one. So just write here, not first. This is my second play. SECOND. See. Then save this file. Then what you will do? Just check syntax check. Just Ansible -playbook and --, check. No mistake. Just do a dry run. Just check this for the dry run. There is a mistake regarding the parameter, that is about. So what is my IPA? What is the IP of this one? Okay, em install MariaDB. Okay, So this is the package. I will check this will work or not. Okay, this also work. So just remove this one. Remove. Yes. So what is the error? Okay, we have one error. Just give me just 1 minute. Then you can leave. Just go to this particular machine. First task, yum module, name HTTPD, status present, use service module. Just type one more concept here. Status. STRTD started. Enable this one
You can
true.
write present also.
Yes, you can also write. Unsupported parameter. It means in my this machine